So more of the Krang waterfall. The Krang waterfall they started. Now we are on the way. This is the bridge. It's not a road bridge. It's just a stone bridge. From up you saw the view. I don't know how the trek goes on, but here you can see the waterfall and the beauty of the nature. And this is the way. Now we're going up, and probably we have to come the same way again back to the parking spot. So Meghalaya is a place full of water. Here you can see it says Krang, Suri, waterfalls, Jayantia, Amlaren. So we are closer to the Jayantia hills now. Jayantia hills, on the other side of the Jayantia hills are places like Lakadong and all, which are very famous for the turmeric. The turmeric, or haldi as we call it in Hindi or Marathi. We call it halad, and Konkani also haldi. Konkani is my mother tongue. So there the curcumin or curcumin level is very high in the Lakadong turmeric. I don't know if we'll manage going to Lakadong. It's also a little bit difficult to stay there. There are no homestays there, so the only place where you could stay is probably in Jovai, somewhere on the way close to Lakadong. But here we are at the Krang. So although Meghalaya is a place with a lot of rain, Cherrapunji being the rainiest places in the whole world, our guide Softender was telling us that unfortunately in winter they do suffer from water because there's no proper rainwater harvesting and all. So here it says boating and swimming without life jacket is prohibited. So you can swim here with with life jacket on, etc. Here it says, of course, when you're drunk you're not allowed to swim, and alcohol is strictly prohibited, don't litter, etc., etc. The usual stuff. So this is the place here, and here's the ticket counter. So adults is 50, children is 30, life jackets is 50. 1 minute. So we decided to swim today because they said it's not safe. I mean, not we decided, but they said that you can't swim today because it rained a lot. This morning also it was raining really heavily, so we are not allowed to swim. Even with life jackets, you're not allowed. So we decided now to go back, and we'll go to the next Fifi waterfalls. Fifi is supposedly much more beautiful, less tourists there, more remote, but very, very beautiful. But Fifi you can't swim because the waterfall is much stronger, and then when the waterfall is stronger it has a lot of currents, and then it's difficult to swim. So here you can hear the water. And these are again these broomstick plants from which you can make broomsticks, like what you see in my other video where a guy, he makes the broomsticks. There are lots of places here to trek. Oh, look at these, all kinds of little geckos. And one last look at the waterfall again. And the huge ferns again. People here don't eat ferns, it seems. But here the fern is so close that I can actually show you what I meant. Ferns are always, let me just try to get hold of this fern leaf very carefully. Yeah, so ferns always go like this, and the leaf, you can see the leaf, it's really big and it ends like this, so it curls, looks almost like a shell. And I know that in Japan, the Japanese cuisine, they eat the fern shoots which come like that. So everywhere there are these little shoots. Too much fern obviously wouldn't be good, but some of it is quite healthy, part of the Japanese cuisine. Unfortunately, here also on the way we saw a lot of plastic waste, quite a lot. And although there's a dustbin kept here, although I think it makes no sense to really keep a dustbin. I've also seen people actually putting their, after eating chips, things like in holes of trees and all, and that's really bad. It's not like, like how squirrels and all hide their nuts in all the grooves and holes in trees, the same way humans hiding plastic bags, not hiding, but they're wanting to get rid, but that's not a dustbin. So please, people, treat the nature carefully, because otherwise we're not going to leave anything, and the people live here out of this livelihood. So as said, I hope that in Ladakh I had seen that you could buy water. The women would boil the water and you could buy it. I hope that the same thing happens, that you can just buy water and you can carry your own bottle and keep reusing it, or have a steel bottle or something. And also that instead of chips and all, that you just have fruits and everything that is freshly available. Again here, cigarette covers, etc., so that we can preserve this beautiful nature. It's also quite sad because the whole way we saw these lorries going, and our guide told us that the lorries are carrying all the limestone for cement construction work, for making cement and all. They export it to Bangladesh, and that's not really nice, because he was saying that it's like they're selling off all the Meghalaya mountains away to Bangladesh, and there's so much corruption involved and all. But the other thing is, on the other hand, people need livelihood. Maybe it's better to go back and start building houses out of bamboos, because bamboos, even in Japan and all, you will see such houses, especially because all these areas, Assam and all, is quite earthquake prone. So it would be better to go back and build traditional houses. That would be more sustainable, and then you wouldn't have to really rip the mountains off like that for producing more and more cement. Just an idea. As long as people all have some source of income, I think they would not do something like that. People are all looking for short-term goals. It's also difficult. It's easy to talk, but it's really hard to really find practices. But as I said in my other video also, it would be good to start more small-scale industries, that the women and men here do things in order to preserve the nature. So with that, I would say see you again, stay healthy and happy, and tune into Yes Yoga Stories for more Tripti in life. Like, share and subscribe my channel for more of my stories and all about yoga and the earth. So here, one more last look of the Krang Suri waterfalls before we leave. There, it's getting a bit foggy. So bye bye with that, and take care and stay healthy and happy.